Hello everyone, Esther here with Yara, our Grand Mistress Scout. I did some macroing in the background to get the series going. Now I got my searching to 100 and my snooping to 100. And I get 10 extra for the ring that we are wearing. I did some more macroing as well for my hiding skill and some stuff. Mostly because doing that on the video would be very time consuming and not particularly engaging. So right now, let's test this real quick. We can hide and we can try to take money out of this chest. Here we go. We stole 200 coins out of this. Let's get out before we are noticed. And let's try again. There are two coffers here. Let's try to hide. And let's hit the correct button. And use our stealing skill in here. Oh no. We got noticed, so let's get the hell out of here before they call the guards. That's always a risk, so you can go to, once you have a decent enough teeth, you can go to towns and try to steal as much gold as you want from the... Why am I not wearing my two items? Yeah. So you can go to towns and you can steal gold from the coffers of the NPCs. But that can be quite a lot of gold. I still don't have enough stealing to be comfortable with that. But once I get the skill up a little bit more, I should be making quite a lot of gold out of it. So let's go adventure a bit more now that we are a little bit stronger. We have very limited gear and our stats aren't that amazing either. But we should be able to have a good time in the ancient pyramid, which is probably the dungeon that I spend the most time here in Sosaria. It's very close to the city of Moon, so we can go drop off our loot once we got some stuff. In the previous episode, we also got the healing skill to 60. So we should be able to deal with the poisons from all the creatures in here. I wanna put the gold in this bag, so we will have a good idea of how much I stole. And now we can get trapdoors. We got hit with a mortal wound that we cannot bandage. But we are too fast for this mummy. She got nothing on us. Except for the 5 seconds paralyze. We still have to pay attention to the combats, mostly because of paralyzing and the mortal wounds, but we can get it done. Got some decorations, a loincloth, scepter, nothing for us, but let's check the trapdoor. A whole bunch more gold. And a lot of gems. I wonder if there's an easier way of looting all of this stuff. Look at how much stuff we can get in a single trapdoor. Holy fuck. Yeah, we got incredibly lucky And not really. So we got an artifact from this very first trapdoor we opened, but it's a chainmail one, so we are not going to wear it. But wow, I love the resists on this. It would be a gigantic upgrade for us, but unfortunately it's not meant to be. These shoes, on the other hand, have 14 and physical resist, so we are definitely going to take them. As well as this potion. I can't believe it, in the very first one we got an artifact and it's one that we cannot use. Let's try to remove this strap. Hold on, what was my hotkey for removing trap again? It's Shift E, yeah. This trap looks too complicated for me. That's scary, but let's try to tank it. Yeah, it was not that bad. We got a warfork with tactics, hit chance increase. Ours is faster, so we'll keep ours. Yeah, nothing that we would take, but it was a very good start for this. We already have an artifact. Just a couple episodes in. Okay, let's keep going. We got paralyzed by the goo. Our magic resist is still very low. And we are at our skill cap currently. Trap. Let's try to disarm it. We did. We got the skill gain. That's all that matters. Okay. Yep, a skeleton. There's a trap here, but our skills were enough to deal with it. Yeah. So now we have to watch out for our weight because we are actually finding loot. The skeleton aggroed, let's take care of it. And once we fight this wraith, we'll see if we can steal this pedestal here. Not a lot. So the pedestal can strap it, so it's probably going to hurt a little bit, and our skill in stealing is not that amazing yet. So we fail, and we managed to get it. There's a lot of copper and some silver in it. We will not say no to that. Let's see if we have another skill going down. We have our focus ready to go down. And our meditation. So we had 120 points. We are good for a long time. I would rather have my meditation go to 0 first. Okay. We obviously do not have enough skill points for all the skills that we have in the list, so we will have to make some sacrifices soon enough. Ouch. We got half of our health in a single trap, but this one had a lot of gold in it. So it was worth it. Our fencing is almost at 100 already. And I just came to the sad realization that we might have to drop our magic resistance for this character. Because we will not have an easy way of dealing with traps aside from the remove traps skill. And usually when you're playing a thief, you will have items that will give you skill bonuses that will help you a lot. But we have no such items on us. And look at that, we already doubled our money in this single floor here after a few hours of macroing. Our damage is still horrible, but we can always sneak back and reassess the situation. is still a bit too heavy for us to sneak in comfortably, which is something I hope to change. Our fencing is getting its final points very slowly, but it's getting there. And I think that we should probably get back to the city before we attempt to do the second floor of this dungeon. Oh, that got a bit too close for comfort. I can't wait until we have a decent weapon in our hands. Because it's so sad to hit for 9 damage. Oh no, not to paralyze. Let's break line of sight and heal up. We are getting spammed with paralyzes here. Okay. Anything around here? I don't know why my remove trap is triggering like this. I think it's conflicting with my searching macro. Fail to disarm. I'm wondering if I should allow myself to sell items that I find to other players, like this are there. Because I feel like a thief should do that. So maybe we'll get a house and a little vendor, and that will make our life much easier. Marksmanship, 3 physical resists. get the cantaloupes. A sharpening stone. This is only for swordsmanship weapons. We are not going to use it. .6 fencing. And we don't even have earrings yet. I'm not going to pay to ID this. So eventually we'll find a good pair of earrings for ourselves. Just how long is this paralyzed? Oh, this is bad. Let's get out of here. That was a bit too much aggro for us. Yeah, the life magic resist makes this paralyze very difficult to deal with. But as you can see, even a character that I started yesterday, I think, and it has a lot of constraints on it, it still manages to adventure develop its skills quite nicely. Just gotta be careful. If I had finished my stealth training, then I could just walk around the dungeon, pick up my fights. But that's not very important right now. Right now I need to get the skill gains. And we we got to 100 fencing. So now we just need to get our tactics up and we'll get a whole bunch more special attacks. We can do more damage if we attack from stealth and from behind, but that's a lot of work. Alright, another mummy down. See the chest over there. Okay, there's a trap. Treasure map, don't care about those. Don't care about any of these, unfortunately. Let's get off the trap. We are straight up having a bad time here. Okay, we disabled it. No skill gain, but that happens. Yeah, and we were almost leaving a trapdoor behind. More money and some water. And our bags are pretty much full in a single floor of this dungeon. With some luck we can find another trapdoor on our way out, and that will pretty much seal our inventory space. Or not. That's fine. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. 400 more coins. This is crazy good money for us. Yeah, we can't carry a single more penny, so we are going out. Let's drop all of our gains. We also have to sell a whole bunch of gems that we picked up. And soon enough we will get a little house for ourselves where we can set up a shop or just have a place to rest. Not in a hurry to get that done, but something to keep in mind. One of the goals of this series was to have a house, but I want to have a big house, a pretty one, in a good location. Let's sell the gems. I didn't sell the gems first because I imagined that the gold would weight more than the gems, and that would be very silly. Circlet. And in total, we are at 11k now. We could already get a small house for ourselves or get a room at an inn if we were hard pressed for space, but we really are not. I don't take a lot of random loots because that takes time to get rid of. And I'm very sad that we didn't get a thief artifact. This was very rare to find them on random lockboxes, but it happens. Let me figure out. Do I have bandages somewhere else or just there? Just there. I take 200 more with me, then we should be good for a very long time now. So that's at half an hour. We just did a single floor of the dungeon and we got a lot of gold out of it. We could go steal from the NPCs in town to get our skills up and to get some more gold, but we'll probably be returning to the dungeon very soon. And that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you had a good time, and that you are exploring Sosaria with me. There's a whole lot of new people in the game now. The servers are quite busy. There were like 5 different people in the bank this evening. And I'm very happy with the progress of the game. And I expect to see you soon. If you wanna come hang out with us in the Discord, you are more than welcome to do so. Links will be in the description. But that will be it for this video. Bye bye.